Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. It's Chuck here, and you can probably hear I'm getting a little bit sick, but we're still going to push onward and upward. And we have 20 listings coming off the weekend, which is actually a pretty good list. We've seen in the past couple weeks it's been 30, 35. So maybe at some point we're going to get into the summer market where things are just moving a little bit slower. There's a little less inventory, which can benefit both buyers and sellers. But yeah, so we're heading, I think, into a nice part of the year. Now, 620 Ferguson is the first one up. It's unit 70. It's at 315. It's about 1,300 square feet. And this room is tough. It's the first room you come into. And it's just not big enough to do anything with. It's just, you figure those tiles are maybe 12, 13 inches. So you got about 6 feet. Like, what do? You could maybe put an office in here. You can't do a workout room. You can't have a second family room. So it's a little tricky to work with. And then you've got upstairs in this area, you've got a bathroom, the powder room, with the laundry attached just on the back here. And you've got the open concept design. You've got a balcony that walks out just behind this couch. And then just over here, you can see that there's a table with a kitchen here. They've done the glass corner. Everything looks very clean and tidy. This is really the way you stage a house. And no shots upstairs, but there's 2 bedrooms plus a full bathroom on the next level. Now, overall, if the previous sale was any indication, I think these guys are going to do just fine. And so the new norm in this area seems to be getting probably in excess of 300. Now, Farmstead is 374.9. It's a townhouse and 3-bedroom, and I don't like a lot of the floor plans here. Now, I don't mind this one too much because you do have that nice flow between the kitchen. Now, some people like things so open concept. I talked about this on the weekend with clients, that where do you put your furniture? So this wall would allow you to put a couch there, and it defines the space, it separates, but it's still very open. If you're in the kitchen, you can still interact with your guests, which I do definitely like. And it's a big enough kitchen that you could have a couple people in it, and that's not always easy to find with a townhouse. So hardwood stairs, and then you've got your bedrooms upstairs with 2 bathrooms. It's not bad. 374.9 to me doesn't look too bad at all. 9-foot ceilings, that kind of stuff is all helping them. Duncan Lane, 399. You're basically fronting onto train tracks with this one. Now, I don't know if it's a Heathwood home. Basically, you have a kitchen and breakfast, and then you've got one big open room here, and then the bedrooms upstairs are not that big. So it may show like a model home. Yeah, it is a Heathwood actually. That's high to me for a townhouse with basically one room on the main level. Charlton Way is at 424.9, semi-detached with a finished basement. It's probably hovering around 1,500 square feet. Kitchen looks a little bit tight, but they've done a lot of upgrades in this one, and the basement looks pretty good too, and some landscaping. It's well put together. Easy access to the highway. You can walk to the GO train. It's a bit of a walk. It's probably 15 minutes, maybe more, but you still can, which a lot of homes you can't. It's close to the movie theater, restaurants. There's lots of stuff that's around this one. I do like that. Now, Featherstone is our listing. It's at 425. It's a little detached home. It's about 1,440 square feet plus a finished basement. You can park 2 cars side by side the way they've set it up. And so you've got one big open room on the main floor. Plus you've got your kitchen, and nicely upgraded, just really well done. Stainless steel appliances. There's one full bathroom upstairs, and then there's your rec room. And the yard is really great too. This area here, the way they've set it up, is a real extension of the rest of the house. It feels very inviting. And if you look at how the fence is, the ground slopes up, and then it kind of slopes down behind. So the fence is on a high part, which gives you a little bit more privacy. And that's a tough thing to get sometimes in a subdivision. So it's still a 102-foot lot. It's got a lot of space there. It's a great listing. It's really, really well done. Porch gate is the next one at 450. And it may be attached, but it's kind of on a different, it's on a different plane. So sometimes we find that there's links by foundation. Either way, this one's over 2,000 square feet. At 450, they've actually got some nice stuff happening here. The kitchen, big, open, living, dining here. And I think this one's really going to sell quick, and it might even sell for more than asking. 4 bedrooms at 450, detached, getting harder and harder to find, and it looks like it faces a park as well. Just keeps getting better in my eyes. So Diamond is at 459, and so it's a 1,600 square foot home. Nice shot of the yard here, bit of landscaping, some hardwood floors, 9-foot ceilings, and I like the color because a lot of these homes are the builder primer paint and they're just boring. This one has some character. I like that, and it stands out. And I think the upgrades in here, I probably would have done a closer shot in the kitchen because the backsplash, the countertop, all that stuff's been upgraded. The pantry is an upgrade from the builder. The island, everything else. There's a sitting area upstairs. Even that countertop is upgraded. They've taken the builder's mirrors out. A lot of good stuff going on here. Very green room. Glass shower. These guys are awesome. They're probably going to sell for more than ask. Honestly, it looks great. It's a good size. 1,600 square feet with the loft plus the 3 bedrooms. It's a nice home. Kavanaugh Lane, 479, 888. And so we've got one big open room here, and then you've got your kitchen with the eat-in. And it looks like you back onto some private space. Now, what the heck do you do with this room? I've seen this model before, and what is that? It's a 5-foot room, maybe an office or something like that. Who knows? And then there's your money shot right there. So 479. These guys are probably going to do okay. Robarts almost has a stigma on it. It's been out for a very long time on the market, and this represents a pretty dramatic price decrease. And it's got nice finishes. It's got nice upgrades. I can't believe they didn't put a shot of the kitchen. There's a big thick slab of granite in the kitchen. This one is ready to sell. You're basically just down the road from the community center. You can walk to the go easily. There's lots of stuff that you can get to from this home. It's a great school district. Hadfield School District is known as one of the better ones in town. Unbelievable. It says there's a rec room, but there's no photos or anything like that. I don't know. There's something maybe going on with this because this one should have sold a long time ago, even when it was listed higher based on what I'm seeing. Rule 539, 2436 square feet, which is actually a pretty aggressive price. This one to me, I know it's got siding on the outside. That's probably why they've dropped the price down. I think it's a good deal. There's a lot of stuff happening in here for the money. It's a nice looking kitchen. Stainless steel appliances, pot drawers. You've got upgraded countertops. Nice stuff. September 28th is their magic day. If you can give it to them, who knows what'll happen. 385 Scott, 540. Arista does not make the prettiest homes. Let's be honest about that. Inside, now this is an agent selling his house. Maybe hiring a professional photographer would be a good thing. The other thing I talked about with this one, it was listed before. You can see there's a green light coming from the from a lot of the light fixtures. The whole house seems green. Even the floor has a bit of a greenish blue tinge to it, and it's because of those compact pigtail fluorescent bulbs. Not good to sell your home. It has a very cold vibe. It does not create the right atmosphere, and they're not bright enough. So if you have those bulbs, do an entire audit of your house and get rid of all of them. Put the old incandescent ones in. They are far better for selling your house, and you can save the environment after you're done selling it. But you can see everything has this hue to it. The walls almost emit this color because it's basically builder primer. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. It does have a basement apartment, which I think is a good thing. It's not a bad size for the price. It's just I don't know if it shows very well. Gowland is at 549, and so it's one of Milton. It's regarded as one of Old Milton's better streets. Nice trees here is beautiful. This house here, it's been maintained well, but it hasn't been upgraded. And the fact that you have grass plus a pool is certainly a positive thing. And so if you look inside the green carpets, I mean, everything's original. The bathrooms, the kitchen. I've shown a couple clients this home, and there's work to be done for sure. They didn't even show the kitchen. It's on the virtual tour, but it just didn't need some work. Now, if you did the work on this one, if you threw $50,000 into this home, you could be in a place where potentially it would be worth that plus more. So at 549, you put your 50 in, it's probably worth more than 6 because it's got the basic elements, it's got a great floor plan, And the basement's kind of cool too. It's got this real sort of home theater setup already done. So, anyways, wet lot for is 565, and you're looking at not a tremendously big home. There's only 3 bedrooms here, and that's a lot of money for a 3 bedroom home. 9 foot ceilings. I'm sure that it has very nice stuff inside. It would appear to me to be a little bit high. So Laurier is at 579, and so this one's a huge home. It's one of the biggest homes in Old Milton I think I've seen. They've opened the walls up, so you've got this big open kitchen. None of the finishes in this home are sort of amazing. Like there's laminate upstairs, but it's very clean, right? Which is one thing. It's very big, and that's going to work to their favor. It's right across from townhouses. It's on Laurier, so it's a busier street. Now, I don't know why they would not have put the pool, because it's a big, huge area. It's got a covered area just beside the garage, so you could actually. It's a beautiful place. So you could walk directly through the house, through the garage. There's a door to get outside, and then you could have a covered barbecue area. It's really nice. So it's all in this part here. You can see the awning, but it's a permanent structure on the house, and a pool plus some grass. It's really nice. It's a huge piece of land, and I think 579 is sort of in the range. It's a bit tricky. People are gonna cut them down for certain things, but I think it's for the size of the box, the size of the land. That stuff you can't change. Walsh is at 579. And so we're looking at about a 2,400 square foot home, and it's called a what's the name of this one? The Huxley. I can't think of the name. The Scotswood is the name, and so a little bit old-fashioned, but it's got a good-looking pool in the back. Not a lot of green space here, but it's a good street. Walsh is very, very quiet, and based on what the other models like this one have sold for, they're in a great spot. They're basically not making any money on the pool, really, which is something that we talk about a lot, is that pools, you're lucky if you get 20 cents on the dollar for them as a return, but they polarize buyers. So some people will look at that home and say, I do not want to buy it because there's no grass or because I don't want a pool. No, other people are really excited by it. So sometimes it can take a little bit longer because you've reduced your potential audience to a percentage of the market. So Dolby Crescent is at 609, and not sure what model this is. I've seen it before. I can't remember the name of it. It's got a great floor plan, and you've got 4 bedrooms upstairs plus a finished basement. You've got a little deck outside with a hot tub. It seems okay to me. It's with the finished basement. It's in that range of sort of 2,400 square feet, if I remember correct. Peregrine Way is a Juneberry. It's 2,839 square feet. 737.7. Lots of upgrades in this one here. They've even extended these cabinets out too. Probably there's a little work area, a little desk. Excuse me, and you can see the gorgeous views you have from the back there. It's a good sized piece of land, and you've got some nice finishes here too. So overall, this one is hitting on all cylinders. I think there's an audience for a slightly bigger than average lot. With some green space behind a beautiful house, and that's exactly what that one delivers. Arthur's Way is 3,331 square feet, and it looks like a patterned concrete driveway. They put some money into this home. The iron pickets, the kitchen, they just put a 6-burner in here. The cabinets look good. That's the library upstairs, and so there's 5 bedrooms in total, or 4 bedrooms plus the library. It's a nice effect here too. The nice peak ceiling in the ensuite is you've got a his and hers. Some good upgrades. Deck, you've got a nice gazebo, and you've got some privacy behind with the pond. $749 seems like a good price. I mean, if these are well upgraded, they're getting in the 7s anyways. Add the pond there, and they're doing terrific. Forbes, about 3,400 square feet, very well upgraded. Nice sized piece of land, about 50 by 100. $798 is the price. And it's a Heathwood home. It's one of those things where, that you can buy homes with more features in the same size category. See the one we just talked about on Arthur's. But these are good looking homes, so that might be the right range. They're a little tricky to price. Trafalgar is 1.9. It's on 5.8 acres. And there's no inside shots, which I can't believe. There's a shot of the fuel tank. Like, come on. But like nothing in the kitchen. They talk about clawfoot tubs in the description. It's probably in the virtual tour, but I think that you really have to get people with your MLS photos, your 9 photos, really have to tell the story on this one. And so it's 5 bedrooms. Tough to say on this. It's a 4-car garage. I don't have enough information to really give you the scoop on this one. So, anyways, that's all I have to say about that. And so, if you want to come meet us this week, we have some time in the evenings or on the weekends where we can come and talk about your plans if you're looking to buy or sell a home. So please keep us in mind and have a great day.